Welcome everyone to the YouTube Sprint 400 for the 2020 edition of NASCAR Downhill Drag Racing. All 33 cars sitting in the grass right here are here to prepare for the anticipated event here to take place on my channel, obviously. You start from the very top of the hill with your other 3 competitors and go hard all the way to the checkered line once the lights hit the green. In other downhill series like CST31, Racing Network, NASCAR Cup Series, and many other channels do indeed have points. However, in this debut of downhill racing, no points are awarded, just like the YouTube Showdown 100 at Daytona, and this is simple. The last one standing, or last one to be eliminated from this event, wins. So you got to have a very fast car. The first round has a breather in it. In this round, 2 cars can advance if they stay ahead of the other 2 competitors. So for our first ever matchup on the track is Ryan Preece, Michael McDowell, Corey LaJoie, rocking the Key Parts face mask car, and Monterrey, Mexico's Daniel Suarez. Here we go. 4 drivers in this round are finally going to go down this ramp for the first time and all the way down to the checkered line. Who will cross the line first and second to go to the next round? Let's see as the lights go on for the first time. Oh, and look at that. Michael McDowell came out of nowhere. Wow, already we need to look at the replay to see who got second, but I know for sure that Michael McDowell crossed the line and Ryan Preece did not even cross the line. Daniel Suarez being put in the wall from the 32. Good thing we have the replay presented by DoorDash and the sponsor G. Disclaimer, I'm not actually sponsored by DoorDash in any way, but, you know, for advertisement. Once again, presented by DoorDash and the sponsor G of today's race. Boom! Michael McDowell in front of the competition. And you see on the top, it's the 32 of Corey LaJoie that came out in front of Daniel Suarez, who put him in the wall. So Daniel Suarez and the 37 are out, unfortunately. And the 32... Wait, where's Michael McDowell? Where did he go? Wait a minute, hold up. I see him on the track. And he's dancing, despite the fact that he has a long way to go. Can someone get... Sorry about that, folks. Now we got Michael McDowell joining Corey LaJoie rocking the face mask car. So they will be going to the next round versing each other. And we have the next group. The 38, the 1, the 95, and the 20. Here we go. The second cars to go down this ramp. And only 2 can go to the next round. The gates are open and off they go. Oh, and the 20 on the outside with the power move beats the competition. But the 3 other cars we'd have to see on the replay because that was pretty close. Here's our aerial coverage replay. Jones to the outside and the 95 of Christopher Bell locks in with Eric Jones, both in Joe Gibbs equipment, to the next round. Here's the 1 in the 38 out. And here is the 20 of Eric Jones and Christopher Bell. Next round, this is going to be interesting. Hendrick Motorsports versus 2 Fords from 2 different teams. William Byron in the 24, Alex Bowman in the 88, the 17 of Chris Buescher, and the 4 of Kevin Harvick. The 4 of Kevin Harvick has been really good this season, but can the 2 Hendrick cars stop him? Or will the 4 and the 17 move on? Or will it be in a different order? Who knows? It's lights out and away we go. And the 4 of Kevin Harvick beats out everyone else. And I think the 17 of Chris Buescher managed to get in front of the 2 Hendrick cars. But that's why we always have a replay. As I was using the words of David Croft from Formula 1, the 17 did in fact beat out the 2 Hendrick cars. So Chris Buescher will be joining Kevin Harvick to the next round, and sadly my 2 Hendrick boys are out. It's been a long day. Next up is rookie Tyler Reddick next to stage winner MTJ, the oldest driver in the field, the 42 of Matt Kenseth, and YRB, Young Ryan Blaney, in lane 4. Off they go from the gate, and wow, I have no words to describe what just happened, but yeah, definitely the 42 made it out before everyone else, and then Tyler Reddick was so slow. And we'll check the replay between the 12 and the 19 to make sure who made it to the next round with old Matt Kenseth. Man, our race sponsor G is getting a really good view. So yeah, there's Matt Kenseth, and the 12 of Ryan Blaney did in fact beat out the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. And the clapping noise in the background you hear is my family watching a soccer game while I'm just sitting in my room recording what is happening.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
And then next up, you have none other than Kyle Busch. And the reason that Kyle Busch is going by himself is because we have an odd number of cars and he doesn't have anyone to go against. So all he just has to do is just cross the checkered line and he will be going to the next round. And just like that, folks, Kyle Busch crossed the line and just absolutely smoked the invisible competition. Let's take a look at what happened. Let's see how he got it done. Let's see. The green 18 car, man, just no other competition to beat him. Absolutely dominant. So he will be going with Ryan Blaney and Matt Kenseth in the next round to verse them because with an odd number. But next up, we have the 11 of Denny Hamlin, the 13 of Ty Dillon, the 10 of Aric Almirola, and the 6 of Ryan Newman. Here you see them. Man, they are pushing at the gate. They really want to get in and lock themselves into the next round. But here we go. Oh, and the 13 and the 10 beat it out everyone, but I wanted to see who got there first just because, you know, I'd like to see who was the winner of that. And then the 6 and the 11 had no chance at beating them. And the hump day car of Ty Dillon and Aric Almirola will go to the next round. Oh, man. Denny Hamlin just got into the back of Ty Dillon. The nose is poof, destroyed. But I want to see who got there first. Hard to say, but I believe it is the 13 of Ty Dillon that got in front of the 10 of Aric Almirola. So good for him. I mean, it wouldn't really matter anyway because they're both going to the next round. And here's the professor. Winford, Bradford, Rutherford, also a doctor, is checking to make sure that these cars are A-okay. That's why you have a Sharpie, just for touch hop, so my cars don't get destroyed. Anyways, moving on from my unfunny joke, we have an experienced driver, the 36 of David Reagan, the 41 of rookie Cole Custer, the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and the 14 of Clint Bowyer. Off they go, and the 41 of rookie Cole Custer makes it out. Same with the 36. No replay, I don't think, is needed for this. But yeah, the 14 and the 47 are out. Well, here we go. We just have a replay, just as always. So yeah, the 36 of David Reagan beats out Clint Bowyer. And yeah, nothing else to comment on that. Here we have Big Bad Brad Keselowski, the Ace Austin Dillon, Watermelon King Ross Chastain, and Bubba Wallace in the 43. Oh, the Austin Dillon came back on the 77 of Ross Chastain, Brad Keselowski. Yeah, I don't know what to say about him. And then Bubba Wallace was really close to the 77, but did he get him? We will check again on the replay. Austin Dillon came back at the 77, but no, Bubba Wallace, oh so close. Unfortunately, he is out of contention, joining Brad Keselowski with the others that were eliminated. And Austin Dillon and the 77 of Ross Chastain will be going to the next round. Oh, hold up, Chick is gone. I think he went to go get food. Oh, look at this duo. Team Penske versus Hendrick Motorsports. Well, actually, Team Penske affiliated Wood Brothers in the 21. And then we have 7-time champion Jimmy Johnson, who's been in the sport for a long time. And your defending 2020 NASCAR Cup champion, Chase Elliott, in lane 4. So, who will it be? Which team will advance, or will it be a mix? Here we go. Oh, contact between Chase Elliott and Joey Logano. And Matt DiBenedetto just cruises with ease in lane 1. And 7-time champion Jimmy Johnson did not manage to cross the finish line at all. Unfortunately, his slump in 2020, having absolute horrendous luck, is keeping him back for, I'm assuming, for making it to the next round. So we'll check to see on the replay, like between Chase Elliott and Joey Logano, to see what happened, and then the 21 just automatically advanced because he won. Well, there is contact as always. Oh, and the 9 just drove into the door of the 22. Oh, and he got a fight almost? No, Joey Logano is just mad with Chase Elliott, even though he advances. I mean, why would you be mad at someone when you already advanced? I mean, come on. You still got a long way to go, and you could possibly win another time. Why would you fight? I mean, I guess this is still from Bristol, the spring Bristol, but anyways, still, why would you fight? Here are your round 2 contestants that survived the first round, but this round is not going to be easy as the last one. This time, only one driver from each group advances to the next round, so you better have a Hail Mary for this one. Up first is the 32 of Corey LaJoie and the 32 of Michael McDowell. Alright, so we decided to put these cars in lane 2 and lane 3 for action, and so that the camera can actually see the lanes, because it's hard to see in lanes 1 and 4. So we just put them in lanes 2 and 3 for action for the fans and for the cameraman to decide who is the actual winner. Round 2 is underway. Ooh, and it was close between the 34 and the 32. Man, these guys are putting on the show. Good thing we put them in lane 2 and lane 3 because for the camera, and the fans are absolutely loving it, and the eliminated competition because they have nothing else better to do, just watch. And yeah, wow, really interesting. Again, we'll take a look on the replay. Dang, these cars do be dashing. That's why we have DoorDash. And I can't really tell who it was. Let's take a look at the aerial coverage. Okay, so yeah, the 34 beats out the 32 just by a nose. And unfortunately, the 32 car is out. What you say? Oh, that you only meant when... Next up is Joe Gibbs' affiliate teammates, the 20 of the 20 of Eric Jones and the 95 of Christopher Bell. One of the rookies, who will it be to the checkered line? And Christopher Bell takes out the 20 of Eric Jones. No competition there. Just the 95 cruising at ease. And Eric Jones, unfortunately, is out. Despite the fact that the 95 of Christopher Bell already won, we always have a camera to see the action. You see the 20 rolling back so hard. He was carrying so much speed, but just came short of the number 95 of Christopher Bell. Next up, we have 2 Fords, Kevin Harvick, one of the best drivers in 2020, and Chris Buescher in the 17. Who will it be? This should be interesting. Kevin Harvick cruising with the... Oh, and he flips upside down in front of the 17 into the bump of the carpet. But the 4 of Kevin Harvick is the winner. My goodness, look at him on his roof. We will see a replay of that for that impact, despite that the 4 of Kevin Harvick is indeed the winner. Looking at the replay. Oh, man. The 4 just carrying so much speed. he was on top of Chris Buescher for a moment to be seen. Chris Buescher definitely did not expected that. And cleanup has begun, and the crew members are trying to flip Kevin Harvick upside down and make sure he gets out of the car so he is able to continue for the rest of the way. So we'll be back shortly in a few seconds after the snap. All right, here's Kevin Harvick joining with Christopher Bell. Thank goodness for the safety team to helping him back on his wheels. And Kevin Harvick has given a backup car because he is in the winner, so he will continue. But if he wrecks another car like that, then he will be out of the competition. So next up, we have Ryan Blaney, Matt Kenseth, and the 18 of Kyle Busch. 3 different teams, 3 different manufacturers, and 3 different lanes these cars are versing each other in. Who will it be? Will it be lane 1, Kyle Busch, lane 2, Ryan Blaney, or will it be lane 3 of the most experienced driver in the field, Matt Kenseth? Oh, Ryan Blaney on his side, and then there was contact from the 42 of Matt Kenseth, and Kyle Busch nowhere to go in front of behind the 12 actually, finishing second. So the 18 and the 42 are out. Only Ryan Blaney gets to move on, and just like Kevin Harvick, cleanup will have to be done. And man, nowhere to go for Kyle Busch, into the wall, and then the 42 just came in at the end. And here's the doctor checking to make sure that these two are okay. He should be checking to make sure if the 12 of Ryan Blaney's okay, because he was on his side. And Kevin Harvick, I don't know where he was, but yeah, you see the 12 of Ryan Blaney being towed. Same thing with Kevin Harvick, he'll be getting a backup car, and again, if he wrecks that car, then he will be out. Yeah, you know everyone wrecks their car. The 4 and the 12 of Kevin Harvick were upside down and on their side. Here's the doctor finally checking them out. They are okay. Thank goodness for the safety of NASCAR and Winford for doing his job. But now, on to the 13 and the 10. Who will it be? This time there was no flips, but the 13 was trying to go left for some reason. But he is the winner ahead of the 10 of Eric Almirola. But if he did not turn left, then definitely Eric Almirola would have a pretty good chance at getting at him. But still, Ty Dillon moves on. That should be interesting. Veteran versus rookie. Who's going to win? Will it be young gun Cole Custer or experienced David Reagan? We will see. Off they go down the ramp, no competition. Cole Custer moves on. The rookie having an incredible rookie season, and the 36 of David Reagan has come to an end for his reign of beating everyone in his competition. In front row car or a Rick Ware car, I'm not exactly sure, but I do believe it is a Rick Ware car, despite the number font. But yeah, Cole Custer moves on. And now we have the 3 of Austin Dillon and the 77 of Ross Chastain. Who will it be? It's going to be Ross. Yeah, Ross Chastain is going to be... I thought Austin Dillon was going to come back at him like in the first run, but no, this time it was the 77. You just never know what is going to be expected. Definitely by the shot. The 77 of Ross Chastain moves on to the semifinals. And finally, we have Joey Logano and Matt Benedetto. Down the ramp they go. And the 21 of Matt Benedetto takes over the spot from Joey Logano in Team Penske equipment. Well, both in Team Penske equipment. But this time, the 21 of Matt Benedetto had the better one today. Here we go, the Elite 8 in the semifinals. They made it this far, but it is not over as they have a final round after this to determine the winner. And first is the 34 and the 95 going against each other. first group of the semifinals. Who will it be? The 95 of Christopher Bell, one of the 4 rookies, or will it be Michael McDowell in the 34 for Front Row Motorsports? And the 95 of Christopher Bell takes out the 34. He will be going to the final round, carrying the momentum from a crazy round of 2, heading into the finals later on. Michael McDowell did have a chance, but he just came so short. The 95, however, is going to the next round as mentioned, and unfortunately the 34 is out. Anyways, on to the next group. Next up is both Fords of Ryan Blaney and Kevin Harvick. Can Kevin Harvick do it? Can he overcome his 2020 round of 8 pain? Can he advance to the final round, or will Ryan Blaney steal one? We'll find out. It's going to be close. Oh no, it wasn't close actually. The 12 of Ryan Blaney beats out Kevin Harvick.
And Harvick is going to be out of the playoffs.
Next up is Cole Custer and Ty Dillon. Who will make it to the next round? Cole Custer moves on to the next round. He will be in the finals with the other 2 drivers locked in, and Ty Dillon, sadly, is out. And just to make CST31 Racing Network upset, here's a slow-mo of the 41 cruising at ease ahead of the 13. Finally, in the last round of the semifinals, we have the 77 of Ross Chastain and the 21, who will be joining the other 3 to compete in the final 4 and win it all. Out of the gate they go. Oh, Ross Chastain made a comeback on the 21. He locks himself into the final 4, beating out the 21 of Matt DiBenedetto just at the last second when they came off of the ramp. Down the stretch they go, and the 77 joins the 41, the 12, and the 95 to compete for the win. It's the final round as McQueen is rooting for Christopher Bell in the 95, with Chick arguing with his opinion. All bets are in the final round of the downhill race that will be crowned winner. In the 95, you have Tim Hortons Cup Series, the 12 of the BMW Addict, the 41 of iRacing Fan number 9, and the 77 of Good Wrench Cup Series. As CST31 Racing Network will say, one race, one winner. Who will it be? We'll find out together as the lights go off for the final time. And the winner is going to be... Oh, it's too close to call, and the 77 is on top of the 95. Holy cow. What just happened? We need to see a replay of that. Well, good thing there's a camera that has the sponsor of DoorDash and, of course, the downhill event sponsored by Jeep. We have the camera to determine who the winner is. Ryan Blaney. Wow, what a photo finish. Stealing the win in front of everyone. Oh, man. And then Ross Chastain carrying so much speed. So did the 41. And, man, it was just on top of him. What a scary moment. Everyone is making sure that everyone's okay. But here is your winner of the YouTube Sprint 400, Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney burns it down in front of the drag strip with an incredible victory here today. There is your winner of the YouTube Sprint 400, the BMW Addict, sponsoring Ryan Blaney's car. And now we'll give you a look at the race results. Again, congratulations to the BMW Addict, the 77 of the Good Wrench Cup Series, finishing second. He is A-OK after the crash, the 41, the 95. And yeah, here's your list through 1st to 20. And then the rest of the list from 21st to last. Thank you everyone for tuning into this exciting event of the YouTube Sprint 400. Again, for the third time, congratulations to the BMW addict, and if the popularity of this idea increases, there could be more of these done. And once again, thank you for G sponsoring this event from the Wheel Spin, and we'll see you next time. But until then, this is Hendrick Fan 24/7.